This is your time, your dedicated time to relax. Here are some suggestions to help enhance this process. To begin with, find a comfortable spot to lie or sit down. Then, begin to take off your shoes and a watch if you're wearing one. If you have any clothing that feels tight, begin to loosen them, like a belt or a tie, or maybe a collar that's too tight. Try to position yourself very comfortably in this setting, and just think to yourself now that this is your time to relax. To begin with, I'd like to ask you to take a nice, slow, deep breath, comfortably slow and comfortably deep. And as you bring air into your lungs, allow yourself to feel your stomach begin to expand and take any pressure off your upper chest. Think to yourself now how easy it is to breathe. Breathing can be one of the most relaxing techniques that you can do to calm down. As you breathe, think to yourself that the easiest part of breathing is when you exhale. The exhalation requires no work, no effort, it just happens. Think to yourself now as you exhale this phrase: my body is calm and relaxed. My body is calm and relaxed. Feel yourself begin to feel very calm and relaxed. But for as relaxed as you feel right now, you can always become more relaxed. One very common technique, and the technique that we'll be utilizing for this exercise, is called mental imagery. Although there are many different types of mental imagery, the type that I would like to suggest for this exercise is to use your imagination to take a trip. Now, the beauty of mental imagery and the power of mental imagery is to involve all of your senses. Not only the sense of imaginary sight, but a sense of imaginary hearing, touch, smell, all the senses combined so that you not only see yourself there, but more importantly, feel yourself in this setting which you've created. As with any exercise in mental imagery, feel free to take these suggestions that you hear and enhance them in your own way, in your own imagination to make them as real and as powerful as you can for yourself. The image that I would like to help you create in your mind today is that of a walk through the woods. Right now, imagine yourself strolling along a path of pine needles through a gauntlet of very tall pine trees. As you walk along this path, notice the time of day is very early morning. The rays of sun, off at an angle, come through the pine branches, and with each step that you take, you feel the comfortable feeling of pine needles underneath your feet. As you listen to the sounds, you begin to hear a brook off in the distance, and the babbling sound of water cascading over the rocks feels very soothing to your ears. As you look around, you'll notice that there are very deep and rich colors. The very deep green, the colors of the bark on the trees that surround you. perhaps some very light green colors of the underbrush. As you continue to walk along this path, you begin to notice that you're not alone. There's wildlife all around you. You may hear the sound of a bird or begin to hear the rustle of leaves as you see a squirrel or a chipmunk cross the path that you're walking. You also, every now and then, become more familiar with that sound of as you take a slow, deep breath. You become more acquainted with the smells of the forest, the deep scent of pine needles, the freshness of the forest. And you feel a cool air, comfortable cool air on your cheeks, forehead, and backs of your hands. As you continue a very slow pace on this pine-covered path, you notice up ahead that there's a clearing. You're curious about what is ahead of you. Your pace begins to pick up very slowly, but more progressively with each step. As you walk toward this opening, you hear the sounds of that babbling brook, and you realize that this brook follows the path that you're on. You seem to be walking up towards this clearing, perhaps where this brook originates. As you get up on the clearing, you notice a lot of boulders at first, a lot of rocks. You begin to climb them and look out over onto this incredible mountain lake. You find one rock that seems really comfortable to sit on, and you take a seat and look over this mountain lake and just imagine the beauty of this setting. As you look around, you'll notice that all the surroundings this mountain lake are beautiful trees. Pine trees, maples, aspens, all with full foliage. As you look up and see directly in front of you a beautiful snow-covered mountain. Behind this mountain and all above you is a really rich and deep blue sky with one or maybe two puffy white clouds. As you sit on this rock and make yourself comfortable, you notice a sense of wind, a very slight breeze run across your face and forehead and the backs of your hands. And you'll notice that as you look at this surface of the body of water, this mountain lake, the wind begins to cause a few slight ripples over the surface. Think to yourself now, as you look at this body of water, this mountain lake that you have all to yourself, that this body of mountain lake is symbolic of your body. Although you feel very calm and very relaxed right now, you can become more calm and relaxed, and these ripples, these very small waves on the surface of the water, seem to be symbolic of any tensions or any frustrations or any problems that seem to be surfacing on your mind right now. Think to yourself that you have the ability to allow these tensions, these frustrations to fade away, disappear just for a moment. What I'd like to have you do is to think to yourself to allow this surface of water to become very calm once again. As you look at this mountain lake and feel yourself become more calm and more relaxed, you'll notice that the surface begins to become more relaxed as well, more placid, more calm. As this surface becomes more calm, you'll notice that it begins to reflect all that surrounds it. The trees, the snow-covered mountain, those one or two white puffy clouds, and the blue sky that covers it all. And as you think to yourself to allow yourself to become more relaxed, take a nice, slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, think to yourself, my body, like this body of water, is very calm and very peaceful. As you think this, and as you feel it within your own body, see this image, this mirror image on the surface of this lake that reflects all that's around it. Very peacefully, very calmly, just like a mirror. Again, think to yourself, this body of water is symbolic of my body. And when this body of water is perfectly calm and perfectly still, it resonates a sense of inner peace, just like that which you feel within your body. Now take a moment to really feel yourself in the presence of this mountain lake. Feel the oneness you have in this environment. As you see this reflection on the surface of this lake all around you, think to yourself that you'd like to retain this image. Try to lock this image into your memory bank so you can recall this at any time to make yourself feel very calm and very relaxed. Once again, take a nice, slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, think to yourself, take in all these sensations of calmness and relaxation with this image of this mountain lake. Now, very slowly, allow this image to fade from your mind and return all your thoughts back to your breathing. Feel the air come into your nose or mouth, down deep into your lungs. Feel your stomach expand out, and then come back in as you exhale. Now, with the next breath that you take, as you exhale, my body is calm and relaxed. My body is calm and relaxed. Now feel how relaxed your body is. Feel how calm your body is. Feel how calm your body is. So much more calm and relaxed than when you first began. So much more calm and relaxed than when you first began. Think to yourself that although you feel very relaxed, although you feel very comfortable and very calm, you do not feel tired or sleepy. You feel very rested, very rejuvenated, and actually quite energized, ready to use this sense of energy for whatever you plan to accomplish later on in the day. Think to yourself right now that should you happen to feel tense or nervous or upset and you wish to calm down, all you need to do is recall that image of the mountain lake and the reflection on the surface of water, and it'll remind you that you too have a sense of inner peace within you that can. When you feel ready, very slowly make yourself aware of your surroundings, the room that you're in, the time of day, and perhaps what you're going to do after this session. Very slowly now, begin to open up your eyes to a soft gaze in front of you. If you wish, you can begin to move your arms, hands, legs, and feet, and stretch your shoulders and your neck. At your leisure, you can begin to sit back up or stand up and go on with whatever you had planned after this moment of relaxation. I hope that you've enjoyed this exercise in mental imagery. Please feel free to use it anytime you like, and please share it with others so that they too may utilize it for their benefit. This is the young professor, Matt Grafer. Thank you for listening, and may your stress be well managed.